ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेषु तेने ब्रह्म हृदय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया मनश्च भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 48, beginning from verse number 1. So we read in the previous chapter how Uddhava came to Braj with the message from Sri Krishna, and then he experienced the intense love of Brajvasis for Krishna, which he has never seen before. So he went back and then reported what he has experienced. And Krishna was very full of grief in separation from the parents, gopis, friends, cows, Vrindavan. So now there is change in mood. This chapter describes Krishna's visit to Kubja. So Krishna's pastimes are not easy to understand, easy to digest. It's difficult what he does and sometimes look misleading. So here we will see how he goes to Kubja because he has promised her. When he met the first day when he came and he met Kubja, then Kubja said that he should come to my house and he's promised that he will come later on. So now he finds the time. So Sri Shuka Uvacha, Sukdev Goswami said, Atha Vijñāya Bhagavan Sarvatma Sarvadarshanaha Sairandhya Kamataptyayaha Priyamichan Griham Yayau. So Atha means change of subject, and Vijñāya, getting the news, knowing about the Vrajvasis. Then Bhagavan, who is Sarvadarshana, who sees everything and who is everyone's object of love. So he remembered his promise to Kubja, Sarandri, who was very much hankering for his association. So to satisfy her, Krishna went to her house. So this is also his promise that yathamam prapadyante tam tathaiva bhajamyaham. He reciprocates with his devotees according to their wish, he fulfills them. And if he is fulfilling the wish of Sarandri, then what to speak of the wish of Vrajvasis. So that is also the significance of Sarva Darshana, means who is all-seeing, which means that he is also seeing the Vrajvasis and they are also seeing him because he is Sarvatma. Sri Vishnath Chakravarti says, Ashtachatvarim sake agat kubjam ramayetum harihi stuto krurena tadgehe prahinottam gajavayam. So this is the summary of the 48th chapter. That in this chapter there is a description of how Krishna goes to the house of Kubja to satisfy her, and then he also goes to Akrura's house because Akrura was also asking him to come to his house. When he brought him that very day, he was saying, come to my house, and this is no, not now. So now he visits him also, Stuto, and then Akrura glorified him. And then he sends Akrura also on a mission. He sends him to Indraprastha with the message to the Pandavas. So that means this must be already much time should have passed, because when he came he was only 11, and if Pandavas are in Indraprastha they must be already adults, and Krishna is same age as Arjuna, so he must also be grown up now. So it means it's not just immediately, all those stories like that.
Could it be Hastinapur Babaji instead of Indraprastha? But everybody would carry kingdom at that age, don't you?
Yeah, actually it is Hastinapur only, Gajavayam. Yeah, but I don't know at what age they came back to Hastinapur. They were in the forest with Pandu, and when Pandu died, then they came. So maybe they are still young. So Vigyaya Uddhavoktam Visheshto Gyatva Tatra Samadhanam Purvameva Kritvanitya. So after knowing what Uddhava has said, Visheshto Gyatva, now specifically knowing the condition, and Tatra Samadhanam Purvameva Kritvan, he has already solved that problem, because we saw that how at least one of the explanation was that he created or he met them in Aprakat Prakash. Bhagavan Mahatarkya Aishwaryad Eva Mathurayam Sthitau Api Prakashantrena Vrajam Agad Eva Ityartha. So the meaning is that because Bhagavan has got supreme Aishwarya, which is beyond any logic, so although he was situated in Mathura, but in a different Prakasha he went to Vraja. So he stayed in Mathura also, and at the same time he also went to Vraja, but not in the Prakat Prakasha, Prakashantrena, in another Prakasha. Sarvatmattvadeva sarva manorath puretum ityartha. Because he is Sarvatma, therefore he can fulfill the wish of all the people. Kintu Uddhav Samadhanam Artham Sarvadarshana Tada Uddhavam Prati Sviya Prakash Dvaitam Vraha Prakaso Api Avirbhavadikam Ati Rahasyam Api Gyapya Masevityartha. And now he is commenting on the word Sarvadarshan, that at that time Sviya Prakash Dvaitam Vraha Prakaso Api Avirbhavadikam Ati Rahasyam Api Gyapya Mase. Because when Uddhava came to Braj, he already saw this, though it was not very clear to him, but we saw two types of description. One was that he saw that cows were happy and the gopis were happy and a lot of milk flowing from them, everything was green. So that was one Prakasha. And then he comes and he sees Nand Maharaj, Yashoda, they are in complete grief. That is another Prakasha. So that's why he says Sviya Prakash Dvaitam, that is two Prakashas. Viraha Prakase api Avirbhavadikam, that even in the Viraha Prakasha, even in the state of separation, which is in the manifest Vrindavan, he showed to Uddhava his secret Ati Rahasyam api, his presence there. So Gyapya Mase Vityartha. Tatasya Purvam Yat Pratishrutam Taddatum Tena Saha Kubjaya Griham Jagame Ityaha Sarandrehati. And what he has promised earlier to Kubja, so to fulfill that, to keep his words, he came to the house of Kubja. But he did not go alone. So he goes along with Uddhava.
Now in this commentary, did he say that Uddhava was aware that these were two prakashas? I mean, he said that Krishna showed him.
He is not aware, but he saw it. But he is not thinking these are two prakashas. He made him see it. Whether he understands these are two, that is a different thing.
So now he understands that these were two.
He may not understand.
Okay.
That's why he is saying here that Tada Uddhavam Prati Sviya Prakash. Tada means at that time when Uddhava came there. So he saw these two prakashas. But he is not making a distinction between them. Virha prakase api avirbhavadikam ati rahasyam api gyapyam asayam. So he made him see this or know it, but he may not, because if he knows this, then he is not going to give any message to them. He will think anyway they are not in separation. So he saw the separation and he also saw the other one. So he is basically commenting on the word Sarva Darshana.
But wouldn't it be confusing maybe for Uddhava that sometimes everything was happy and then also not? And he saw this immense grief?
It could be. It depends how much he saw. And he can see it that out of love and separation they are so much meditating they think he is there. Or sometimes it is explained that they were in this hope that he will come back soon, therefore they are ready to receive him. You can have different understanding. It is not necessary that you understand the way it is being explained here. So now it describes the house of Kubja. So Kubja's house was very opulent. She was not living in some hut. She had a very nice palatial building. So, who was that woman in life of Buddha? Amrapali. Have you heard the Amrapali story? So she was also like Vaishya, but very rich. Had hundreds of servants. And she gave up everything and became a disciple of Buddha. So Maharho Paskarair Adhyam Kamopayo Pabrinhitam Mukta Dam Pataka Bhir Vitana Shayana Ashanaihi. So this is describing the house. Maharho Upaskararai Adhyam. So it was endowed with very costly objects in the house, all the paraphernalia, decoration, walls, carpets, furniture, all with a lot of gems. Kamopaya Ubranhitam. And on top of that, it was specifically laid out to excite the feelings of love, uddipana, for the kama. So kama upaya branghitam. Mukta dama pataka bhi vitana shayana asanai. So all the sitting places, the beds and the gate entrance, they were all decorated with gems, pearls and festoons, various types of decorations. Dhupai surbhi bhirdipai sraggandhair manditam. And then there were nice various types of perfumes, fragrant, surabhi, lights, deepai, garlands. So everything was very nicely decorated. This is how the house of Kubja was. So Maharhaiti Sambhogat Sarvopyogi Bahupkaranan Vitam Ityartha. So he says that it is all the articles, objects were very expensive, costly, which are like uddipana, for love affairs. Sarvopyogi bahupkarna. Kamopaya kamoddipaka, that excite the feelings of love. Alekhya vishesha, aushad visheshascha. So there were different, alekhya means various types of paintings, and also different types of decoctions. So in our Ayurveda they have also description of what you call aphrodisiacs. What is it called? Yes, rasayanas, which excites feelings of love. And Kama Sutra, the big description in Ayurveda for that. Because this is one of the pleasure in the material world. Now also they have like Viagra, whatever, different types of tablets available for this. And the next one is painting. Like now you have also a lot of porn. So earlier also they had various types of chitra lekha. So she had this alekhya vishesha, asad visheshascha. Griham tamayantam aveksha shasanat sadya samutthaya hi jata sambhrama tathopasangamya sakhi bhirachyutam sabhajayamasa sadasanadibhi. So Kubja was there, and then she saw Krishna coming along with Uddhava. So she immediately stood up from her seat. She was sitting and she was very excited, Jat Sambhrama. And she came to receive Krishna along with her friends. So she was not just alone there. She had many friends, servants, Tathop Sangamya Sakhibhir Achyutam. And then she received him, worshipped him, and gave him a very nice seat to sit down, Sadasanadivi. So Yatha Yathauchitam, there is nothing much he is commenting on this. Says whatever is very Yatha. In this sloka there is only Tatha. Maybe it is Yatha.
Yatha instead of Tatha in the verse.
Yeah, must be Yatha. So Yatha means as is appropriate. Yathauchitam. Tatha does not make that much sense. Tatha Uddhavaha sadhu taya pujito nashidad urvyam abhimrishya cha asanam Krishnopi turnam shainam mahadhanam vivesha loka charitanya nubrata. And she also honored Uddhava, Tatha Uddhavaha sadhu taya bhipujita. So she honored Uddhava because he is come with him, and also gave an asana to sit down. But Uddhava did not sit on the asana. He just touched it and sat on the floor. So this is interesting. He says Tatha Uddhava Sadhu, Sadhu Uddhava, the saintly Uddhava, Taya Bhipuchita Nasidat Urvyam. Urvi means ground, earth. So he did not sit on the asana. He sat on the floor. This is surprising, but he touched the asana, giving respect. And Krishnopi Turnam Shainam Mahadhanam Vivesha. And then Krishna, he sat on the bed quickly. Turnam means quickly. Mahadhanam, which was very ornate and expensive. And Loka Charitani Anuvrita, following the social custom. So he sat there. So Urvyam Nashidad Krishna Priyaya Taya Swahasta Datta Asane Dasasya Tasya Upvesha Nauchityat. So why he did not sit on the seat given by her? That he thought that she is very dear to Krishna and she is giving the seat herself with her own hand, and I am only a servant of Krishna. So thinking of himself as Dasa, servant, he did not consider it appropriate for himself to sit in front of his master on the seat. So therefore he sat on the ground. Abhimrishya swahastena sprishtva iti tasya agya palanartham. But he touched the seat. So why did he touch it? So to follow his order, her request, because she gave, so not to disrespect her. So if people give some gift or something, you may not use it or consume it, but you can respect it. So that's what he did that. So therefore he says, Swahastena sprishtva tasya agya palanartham. Following the instruction, it says, please have a seat here. So he did not say no, but he also did not sit on it. And then Sayanam Antargraha Sthit Sayyam. So Krishna sat on the bed and says that the bed was not there, it was inside. So means Uddhava remained there and he went inside. Sa majjanale padukula bhushana sraggandha tambula sudha savadibhi prasadhita atmopsasara madhavam Śrīmad smita vibhramekshitaihi. So now she gave so many things to Krishna. Sa majjana. So it looks like majjan is like cleaning, washing, bath, let's say. So she went and she took bath. So she made him wet. It's very interesting. So majjana alepa. Alepa is putting the different unguents on the body. And dukula, nice dress. And bhushana, ornaments. And then srak, garland. And then gandha, perfume. Then tambula, betel nut, then sudha, then the drink, then asava, another type of drink. So this is the old style. Now also people do that, they dress up, they take shower, then they dress up, then they put a lot of makeup, perfumes, except garland is not there. Garland and tambula, these two are only more like Indian or maybe in Asia. In Europe there is not so much custom of garland. But Sudha and Asava is there. Varuni. So different types of drinks are available. So she obviously took it and also must have given to Krishna also. So she dressed up herself, prasadhita. Prasadhana means to decorate. Sadhana, you know. And this is prasadhana. So prasadhana means decorating. Prasadhita atmopsasara. So then she approached Madhava. Śrīmad-Bhāgavata utsmita vibhrame ikshitai. So she came and she was coyish and playful and smiling and vibhrame ikshita with unsteady eyes, moving the eyes. So came in a very loving, affectionate manner to Krishna. So Gandho, a guru. So what is the Gandha? Gandha is a guru. A guru is what? Plant? Crystal. So it is used for burning also or just apply? So it is not guru, it is aguru. So it's famous. So Gandha, aguru and dhupa. So aguru dhupa means that you burn it and it gives smoke, and that has a nice fragrance. And prasadita, prasadita means decorated herself. Rati yogyatam apadita, made herself as fit for enjoying. And atma deho yayasa. So prasadita atma, atma here means body, not the atma. आहूय कांताम नव संगम हृया विशंकिताम कंकण भूषिते करे प्रगृह्य संयाम अधिवेश रामया रेमे अनुलेपार्पण पुण्य लेशया. So then when she came, then Krishna called her Kantam, the beloved woman, who was shy because of her union with Krishna, and she was Vishankita, little bit, what you call, inhibited, and Kankana Bhushite Kare. So Krishna held her hands, which were decorated with bangles, Pragriya Sayyam Adhivesha Ramaya, and made her sit on the bed, and then he enjoyed with her. And this is Anulepa Arpana Punya Leshaya. So this is just because of the punya which she got by offering the paste to Krishna when he came first day. So the day Krishna and Balram arrived, she was going carrying this paste and unguent to Kamsa, so she offered them to Krishna. So this says Anulepa Arpana Punya Leshaya, that by the punya or piety which she earned by offering this Anulepa to Krishna, so now she got the outcome of that. So meaning is that if you serve Krishna, then Krishna reciprocates that. And there are different ways. Punyala Ishaya means he was the best. Isha. Lesha. Lesha means little bit. Punya Lesha. And Punyala Ishaya. So means she was the best who got this Anulepa, or who gave this. So Nav Sangama iti Vishankita iti Padabhyam Mandadhiya. So Vishankita means with his feet he was going very slowly. Tasya Ananya Bhogyatvam Gyapitam. So this is to show that she has never had any association with any other man. That is the meaning of Nav Sangam Hriya Vishankita. Tatra tasya mahasundarya api kubja eva rakshaka asiditi bhava. So she was extremely beautiful, but she never had any relationship with any man. Why? Because she was protected by kubja. So what is kubja? The hump. So because she was hunchbacked, although she was beautiful, she did not look beautiful, so nobody cared. So she remained virgin, and Therefore now when she is approaching Krishna, she is being very shy and coyish. Anuleparpana lakshanas tat prapkam yasya punyalesha iti. So anulepa arpana le punyalesha. He says punyalesha is the piety which she achieved because she has offered the fragrant paste to Krishna and Balaram. So that is the prapaka. That's what made her have the association of Krishna. Natu sadhan siddhanam vrajastrinam purastrinam iva va punya punja iti bhava. So he is giving a meaning, punya lesha, that why it is said punya leshaya. Lesha means a very insignificant amount is called lesha. Like in English we have less. So means very less, very little. So very little piety she got. So he says that it is to show that she did not have the piety like those who are sadhana siddha gopis, or those who are nitya siddha gopis, or those who are the queens in Dwaraka. Because there are three types, three divisions, Samartha, Sadharani and Samanjasa. So she is the lowest of the three, Sadharani. That's why the word Punya Lesa is used, otherwise the word should have been Punya Punja, Krit Punya Punja. And earlier for Krishna's friends, it was word used was Krit Punya Punja, that what piety these boys have done that they are playing with Krishna. And here it is used Punya Lesha. So that's how he explains this. Sanang tapta kuchyor uras tathakshnoho jighranti ananta charnena rujo mrijanti durbhyam stnan targatam parirabhya kantam anandamurtim ajahadati dirghatapam. So sa ananga tapta kuchyor uras tathakshnoho jigrati ananta charanena rujo mrijanti. So she removed the pain of her breast, ananga tapta kuchayo, which were suffering due to ananga. Ananga means Cupid. Cupid does not have any body, therefore he is called Ananga. But he troubles all those people who have bodies, because he is so jealous that I don't have a body and all these people have bodies, so I will trouble them. So he gives hell to everybody. So therefore he says Ananga tapta kuchyor uras tathakshano. So she gave up the suffering dirgha taptam by looking at Krishna and embracing him and keeping his feet on his breast. So this is the same thing which comes again here. Again this question will come, what is this putting feet on the breast? So this is a very problematic thing. Everywhere it comes. So sananga tapta kuchyo uras tathakshanoho jighranti ananta charanena rujo mrijanti. So she was rubbing the feet, mrijanti, and embraced Krishna, who is called here as Ananda Murti, or personification of bliss. So Dorbhyam Stanantar, with two arms he embraced Krishna in between her breast, and Kantam Ananda Murtim Jahad Ajahat Ati Dirghatapam. So Dirghatapam, the suffering which was for long, because she was waiting for a long time. So that means it was not that Krishna went there immediately, because it is after Uddhava has been to Vraja, which was already, few months, at least 2 months he went to study. It's only after that. So therefore Kubja was also waiting all this time, and today she got the opportunity and she felt very happy. So she felt completely satisfied. Therefore it says Ajahat means she gave up. So Kuchadi Nam Rujo Mrijanti Charnam Jighranti Cha. So here it's not giving much commentary on this. He says that she was smelling the feet of Krishna and also embracing him. And in this way she removed her suffering. So now Sukdev Goswami is describing Saiv Kaivalyanatham tam prapya dusprapam ishwaram angaragarpane naho durbhaga idam ayachata. So he says that this very Kubja who attained Krishna, who is very difficult to achieve, dusprapa. Dusprapam Ishwaram Prapya. So Krishna is Ishvara and he is not easily attainable, and he is called here as Kaivalyanatha. He is the master of Kaivalya, and Kaivalya has both meaning. Kaivalya means moksha and also Kaivalya means priti. So sa evam Kaivalyanatham tam prapya. So in this way she was able to achieve Krishna. And how is that she achieved Krishna? It says Angaraga Arpanena Aho. It says this is a great surprise that just by offering some unguents to Krishna for his body, she attained this opportunity to meet him. But the unfortunate one begged the following from him. So this is what she asked Krishna. Ahosyatam iha prishtha dinani katichin maya ramashvanotsahe tyaktum sangam tembhuruhe kshanaha. So what was her prayer, request? So she did not say that give me bhakti, give me prema, give me this, give me that. She said, please stay here for a few days with me, oh my beloved, and enjoy with me. I cannot give you up, I cannot think of giving up your association, O lotus-eyed one. So she made similar statement earlier also. When she met Krishna, she was holding her cloth, right? At that time she was saying, I cannot leave you. So she is very straightforward. It's not any Vyanjana vritti or anything like that. Says ahosyatam iha preshte, usyatam, that live here. How long? He says kate chindanani. He is not saying that you live here permanently. She knows that it is not possible, so she is not being unreasonable that way. But says few days, it is natural, some guest comes to your house, then 3 days the guest stays. In the olden days it was a custom. So he has come as a guest, now he should stay. Of course he is living in Mathura only. It's not coming from another city or anywhere. So there is no question of staying there. But still she is asking. So it is for this he says that she is Durbhaga idam ayachata. So there are different explanations. Jiva Goswami gave different explanation of Durbhaga. Came where? In Krishna Sandarbha, where he explained that Durbhaga here does not mean that. Durbhaga literally means unfortunate one. Subhaga means the fortunate one. Durbhaga, unfortunate. So he says this unfortunate one is not now but before. That's how he explains. So Sri Vishnath Chakravarti does not comment much on these slokas. So satam kavalyenaiva natham ayachata. So he begged him who is Kavalyanatha. Kavalyanatha means, Kavalya means also bhakti, Kevala bhakti. And Natha means the Lord, or Natha means one from whom you ask for it. Nathyate iti Natha. Nathyate iti Natha. So satam kavalyenaiva natham ayachata. So she begged. Nath also means to beg. So she begged only by kavalya, out of bhakti. Kevalaya maya eva saha ramasva. So he is taking the meaning of Kavalyanatha in this sense, that her request, Natha means request or begging, was that Kavalya, that just like Krishna says, Sarvadharman paritajya mamekam sharanam vraja, take only my shelter. So she is also saying that just enjoy only with me. So she is demanding exclusive rights on Krishna. And this is the mistake she is making. No one can claim exclusivity on him. So Kavalyanaiva natham ayachata. That you are my master by Kavalya. Means only my, not of anyone else. So Kevalaya maya eva saha ramasva natu annaya kayachidapi iti prarthyamase. You should enjoy only with me and not with anyone else ever. This is what she begged. Tatha bhut varasya krishnena apradasya manatvat durbhaga. And Krishna will not give this boon. That's why she is unfortunate. Means she is unfortunate because after meeting Krishna, she is asking for something which she is not going to get. So that means her request goes in vain. Tatrapi katichid dinani hi antargrihe eva ushyatam natu bahir niskramyatam. So, but he is making another comment that when she is saying that you stay here few days with me, he says she means that stay here in the bedroom only. Don't go out of the bedroom. So, like Aniruddha and Usha, another story. Aniruddha was kidnapped by Chitralekha, friend of Usha, and then he remained in the inner quarters of Usha, because outside if he goes, then Banasura will kill him. So she is saying, you stay here, and Uddhava can stay there, no problem. We'll give him some juice to drink. सैह अंतर्गृह एव उष्यताम न तो बहिर्निष्क्रम्यताम भोजन पानादि व्यवहार सिद्धेर griha madhye eva sarva vartate iti bhava. So now you say, what about food and drink? We have to eat. So she said, do not worry about that, I will make all arrangements that you will get all the food right here. It's called room service. Right? Or rather bedroom service. So no need to go anywhere. So griha madhye eva sarva vartate. Says we have attached bath, everything is here. Don't have to go anywhere. Otherwise you have to go to the toilet. Where will you go? So he says, I have all arrangements made here. So sahoshyata mahosyatam iti cha parthdvayam. So there are two readings of this sloka. One is ahosyatam, means aha ushyatam, and another one is sahosyatam, sahosyatam, that stay with me. So ahosyatam doesn't make, aha does not make sense because already said idam yachata, then again said. So sahosyatam probably is better reading. But some say sahosyatam, that is also wrong. So it should be sahosyatam. So Krishna of course has so many things to do, he is not going to stay there. So tasya kama varam dattva maniyatva cha manadaha sahuddavena sarveshah swadhama agamadarchitam. So after giving or fulfilling her wish, then Krishna, keeping his words and in this way respecting her, who gives respect to everyone, along with Uddhava, he came back to his home while being worshipped by her. So that's all. He did not stay very long there. But where was he staying? There is no mention of that. What was his house like? Kamvaram dattva iti mat kartrika purna sambhoga eva tava abhiprayata sacha mama anya stri sattvepi tam setsyati iti pratishrutya iti artha. So he says that kamvaram, varam means boon, kama means the boon of having association, which he was asking. So he gave her, and he says that you will have my association as desired by you, and although I will have other wives, but still I will fulfill your wish. So he gave this word and left. Manitva tatra tam samatam karyitva. So manitva means pacifying her like this, because she said she cannot give him up. Nirantar ramanam tu tvadishtam na sambhavet kivantanti bhayaditi chaktva. And he said that it is not possible to be with you all the time, because what will people say? This? Okay. She is also singing her song. So you see, Krishna is also worried about people talking badly about him. He says, Kim vadanti bhayat. So fearing that people will have loose talk. There will be rumors. Oh, he went there. That's why he took Uddhava with him. He says, I didn't go alone. Uddhava was there, ask him. I didn't do anything. So therefore he left. Gamanagamayor Uddhav Sahityam loka vitarka bhava. He says bringing Uddhava and going again back with Uddhava is for this reason only, that people do not find fault in his behavior. Because people will think like that he is running after women, he is like this, he is like that. There was nothing. Tasya mahashishta shromanittvena sarvatra khyatatvat. Because Krishna is known everywhere as mahashishta, means well behaved. Although people think that he did this, he did that, but he is a well behaved person, he is a gentleman. He does not flout any laws or does anything immoral. So that's why he brought Uddhava. And this Kubja is not some ordinary woman. Kubja is actually an expansion of Bhudevi. Kubjaya iyam bhushakter vibhutirngya purva vyakhyatvat vyakhyanat. So earlier also it was described that Kubja was manifestation of his Bhushakti. That's why her job was to give this pastes and fragrance, because what is the quality of, right? Gandhavati Prithvi. So Gandha, the fragrance, is the special characteristic of earth. So that's why she was doing that service. So we'll stop here.
Did I understand correctly your explanation of the word punya in punya-lesha as bhakti?
Punya-lesha is bhakti?
Punya in the compound punya-lesha. So does this punya mean bhakti here and not ordinary punya?
Yes.
This Mahashishta Shiromani that they are mentioning, it is for Uddhava or for Krishna? Because he quotes Uddhava Sahityam.
For Uddhava. Because Uddhava is, this is for Uddhava. Because he is Tasya Mahashishta Shiromanittvena Sarvatra Khyatatvat. Because Uddhava is known as highly religious, moral person. So if he is going with Krishna, then obviously there cannot be anything immoral behavior in the world. Yeah, you're right. I said it wrongly. Anything else? Param Karuna ji.
Dhanavad Pranam Babaji. Babaji, I have two questions, Babaji. One is that, so you mentioned very nicely that her main fault was that she wanted Krishna for herself alone and not to share him with anyone. That was a very nice point. So Babaji, my question is that from a standpoint of like Dhruv Maharaj, when he saw Lord Vishnu, his desires were purified. Wouldn't she be purified and not ask for such a thing which would result in such an unfortunate situation for her from Krishna?
Yeah, but you have to think what was his desire and what is her desire. His desire was not to have Krishna to begin with, and then he had the desire that I want you or your bhakti. But she is desiring Krishna only. She is not desiring something other than Krishna. Dhruv Maharaj's desire to begin with was desire for kingdom. And then when he sees Vishnu, he says that this is foolish of me, that I am asking, after getting Chintamani, I am asking for Kachmani. That having transcendental gem, I am only desiring some piece of glass.
Broken glass.
Maybe not broken, but glass. So that's different.
Okay. So, but still his desire was purified. If there was any fault in her desire, my question was, by direct association of Lord Krishna, could that fault not have been automatically purified in her heart before making such a request to Krishna?
So what would be the purification then? What would she want?
To not say that you should be exclusively mine and not for anyone else.
That's what I'm saying. So why you think that is purification?
Because you said that was the problem in her request.
Yeah, that is from our point of view. But she is not thinking like that.
Babaji, another question, if I may ask.
Yes.
Thank you. In Shri Bhakti Samrit Sindhu Prem Bhakti section of the Eastern Division, it is explained like one of the very important concepts there is that of mamatva. And that is what differentiates Prema Bhakti from like the Bhava Bhakti section. Or, mamatva is a very key concept in Prema Bhakti where it is that you consider Krishna to be yours. And I think in one of the commentaries by Shri Jiva Goswami or Shri Vishwanath Thakur it is mentioned, I may be wrong on this, that it also means that you are exclusively mine. That point sort of was made, or that was the meaning given of the mamatva. So I'm just thinking, what is sort of wrong in thinking that Krishna, you are mine and no one else's?
Yeah, so what is wrong here is the difference you have to understand. Always keep in mind that all these stories, you have to always keep in mind the tatparya, the purpose. And this is where we get carried away by the story or whatever is being described. So the intention is to understand what is pure love. And as I already said that there are 3 divisions of Madhurya Bhaktas. So this is Sadharani. So why Sadharani here? That it is her wishes to enjoy for herself. That is actually the real problem, not so much exclusivity. So bhakti, so there is a material desire. Material desire is also that I want to enjoy. Right? In the material world, everybody is trying that I want to be happy and I want to enjoy. And then the difference between them and this is that she wants to enjoy, but she wants to enjoy with Krishna, not with anyone else, not with any material person. That's why he commented that she did not have any association with anyone else. So she wants to enjoy, but she wants to enjoy with Krishna. So that's why it is called Sadharani. That she is like on the threshold. She is not a materialistic person. She is also not on the other side, that Anyabhilashita Sunyam. So this is to show that how various levels of devotees, various levels of bhaktas are there. There are Sakam bhaktas, and we have read about Dhruv Maharaj. So he was not thinking that I want to enjoy with Vishnu. He was only asking kingdom so that he can prove that he is better than his father. So that was inferior than what Kubja is. And then better than this are the queens, and then better than them are the gopis. So that's what is being described here. Otherwise, this sounds again very problematic. Krishna is going and as if he is enjoying physically with her. There is no such thing. Even the sadhus do not have interest in physical relationship. Even the bhaktas, sadhan siddha bhaktas, what to speak of Bhagavan himself.
So Babaji, just to understand a little bit better, if I may, could you just maybe in example-wise share what would be the higher level, or what would be the mood of the gopis, or maybe the queens of Dwarka, and then further the mood of the gopis to delineate or to distinguish the mood of Kubja versus queens versus gopis?
No, the Kubja, as I said, Kubja has desire to enjoy for herself, but with Krishna. That's why she is using the same word, Ramasva, Mayasaha, Katichit Dinani. Stay here with me and enjoy. And enjoy does not mean that she wants to have a physical enjoyment as is some sexual relationship, but personal association with Krishna. Then queens are not like that. But then queens, they have moral restrictions that they cannot transcend or transgress the dharma. They love Krishna, but within the bounds of dharma. So they do everything. And then comes gopis, where they cross everything, nothing, love. This is what is being described. This is what is the essence of Shastra actually, which is very difficult to understand, because Shastra is all about vidhi. Shastra is actually called which gives you injunctions. Shashnat is Shastra. Sanshnat. Sashnat. So that which gives you do this, do that, like commandments. So this is what dharma is defined like that. Dharma is that which gives instructions for your benefit. And here gopis, they don't need that, because they are already doing what the Shastra says without any need for Shastra. That's what is being described. So they are the supreme follower of Shastra, but they are not dependent on Shastra. They are naturally like that. It's like I tell you that you should drink neem juice every day because this is very good. It will clean your blood, you will have good digestion, and you will have no diabetes, etc. But neem juice is not chocolate. It's very bitter. So nobody wants to have. Then I have to give you some bonus. If you drink this, then you can have this facility, or you can go to heaven, whatever. That is what Arthavad is all about. But imagine somebody who just loves to drink juice, neem juice. So he doesn't care that you have to pick the neem leaves like this. You should don't pick neem leaves on Tuesdays, and you should pick them before sunrise, and then you should cook them in this manner, and the whole process. That person doesn't follow any of these things, because these restrictions are given for a people who doesn't have a natural liking for it. So that's what gopis are. They love Krishna not because he is God. That's why they keep on saying that they don't know he is God. They just love him. That's what Nanda Maharaj and Yashoda said, that wherever we go, whatever birth we take, manasarna vrittihashu, Krishna padambuja ashraya. That our vrittis of our mind should be under the shelter of Krishna. They are not thinking that we want mukti, we want to go to heaven, we will get this benefit. Nothing of this. It's not in their mind. They just want Krishna, that's all. They don't care who is he. They are not influenced by that he is a very powerful person, or he is this, or he is that. So this is what they are trying to say, that this is the topmost thing. Because this love is not restricted by anything. It is like you have a horse and you have the reins in your hand. So horse is controlled by you. Now you drop that, the horse runs wherever it runs. It's free. This is called Mukta Pragraha Nyaya. So that is what gopis are. That is what it has been depicted. It has been tried to depict like that. And for that all this parkiya has to be brought in, and all types of things.
Thank you so much, Babaji. Thank you so much. I pray for your good health and well-being.
Thank you. Sandeep.
So I was just thinking like this Pujya was just supplying ointment to the king and she had a lot of hope. And apart from that she didn't have